Hey there, what's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks so much again for hanging out while we play a little Final Fantasy XI. Now, tonight I'm going to be trying to get that grind, trying to hit that all the way up to level 70. Shouldn't take too long. I think we're going to kind of do some old-fashioned Boyata tree leveling. That's what we used to do back in the day. Not a popular camp anymore, but a fun place to go nonetheless, in my opinion. And I think that the new login campaign started, so there might be some new trusts and things to collect. So we're going to see what all is available, maybe before we start the grind, and just kind of, you know, have a little fun with that. Let me go ahead and get the sound up here. Where is my volume? There we go. There we go. I want to see those login points when they pop in. All right, still in the Boyata tree. Yes, campaign is currently underway. 50 points. Oh wow, all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see. Van Vacation, Mog Bonanza, login campaign, Precious Teardrop event, the wizardry thing. So I mentioned this a little bit last time. I grew up playing wizardry. I can't even tell you, for the longest time. I had one of the only wizardry fan sites on the internet. There were three of us. There was my page, Kyler's Wizardry Den. There was TK421.net, which is still online. And then there was Snafaru's Wizardry fan page, which is also still online. Um, Crazy stuff. The three of us, we had the market cornered for wizardry information. Even today, if you Google maps for Wizardry 1 through 5, there's a 90% chance the maps that come up when you Google were the maps that I created for my site. Um, the walkthroughs are still out there. And Wizardry's having a bit of a resurgence, and I couldn't be happier about that. It's a fantastic series. Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, none of these games would exist if it wasn't for Wizardry. All right, so I'm going to see. I always forget what trusts I have and what trusts I don't have. So let me take a picture of my trusts to compare them to the login campaign trusts that are available. That's like so many at this point, so many to go through. All right. Let's see. How many points do I have? I don't know if I had anything really carry over. Let's see. I have 90 points, so not a whole lot, but I can get 9 with that. Let's see who's out there this time. Ooh, Zeed and Lion. I don't know. I've got Lion too. I don't see either one of those, so I do have Lion. But I don't have Zeed. Let me go ahead and grab Zeed. That's a good one to have. Oh, inventory's full. Gosh darn it. Okay. Bunch of stuff here. All right, let me do a little housekeeping here real quick. Oops. Ah, man. There's a method to my madness when it comes to inventory sorting, I promise. Okay. Some of this stuff. Some of my miscellaneous junk is just going to go in here. materials and the like. Keys, that sort of thing. All right, there we go. All right, let's get the Z'd cipher. All right, I know I've got the lion cipher. I think I've got Avshang. Let's see. Let's just double check. You get old like me, your eyes. Let's see, I've got him. Menaging. I don't know who that is. I've got him. D. Shantoto, got her. Ellie Vera. That doesn't sound familiar. Not seeing it in my list. Okay. That's another one to grab. If I have this, I'm not even going to try to say that. Yep, got that one. Lahu, I'm pretty sure I've got this person. Maybe not. Don't see it. Let me make another swipe through just to make sure. Yeah, do not. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I do not have this. This is one of those kind of rare ones. Uka. Do we have Uka? Flipping through my list here. You know, if you already have them, I wish it wouldn't let you get the cipher, but unfortunately it will. So that's why I snap a picture of my list before I go and redeem these points. Sid. I do not have Sid. I am 90% sure I don't have Sid. That's a cool one. Yeah, I don't even need to look. I know I don't have Sid. Kuyan. Not seeing it. Don't see it. Got him now. And Kara. I think I have this one, though. Well, you know, I think I did have Fluhu. Darn it. Text is so small. Yeah, I got Kara. Margaret. I think that's a sheep or something, isn't it? I think Margaret's an animal. Might be wrong about that. I got it. Gilgamesh. I know I don't have Gilgamesh. Mayakov. I don't think I've got him. That's an interesting character. Yeah, I do have him, actually. Kultada. I think I've got them, too. This kills my eyes. Looking, yeah, I got them. Ulagor. I'm pretty sure I've got him. It's also hard for me to remember because I've got several characters, and a lot of them have various trusts. So I might have some of these guys on one character. I don't see him on this one. Do I even have any points left? I don't know. I have 0 points left. That's okay. Go ahead and turn these in. This is a pretty good starting haul, and we'll check back in a day or two. All right, let's turn these in. I think I blew one set of 10 points on that one that I've already got. That sucks. I should have been paying closer attention. Oops. Gilgamesh should be a real cool trust to have in a party. Oh, did I already have Kuyan too? Dang, I must have. That was 2 wasted. I hate that. This is always a fun time of the month. Although I think, what is it, after about a year, you end up, as long as you've done everything, I think you get them, almost all of them. The ones that are in the queue to be distributed like this anyways. I think I fat fingered this and already got this one. Yeah. Can't believe I did that. All right. It happens. What are you going to do? All right. All right, I've just crashed those 2 trusts that I accidentally picked up that I didn't need. Terrible, terrible, terrible waste of login points. but it is what it is. Let me do a little more housekeeping here. I want to drop off some of these seals that I have to just get them out of the inventory.
At Brianna Hayes-XL3MC said, hey.
Hey Brianna, how you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for stopping in. Hope your weekend is filled with lots of Vanadil adventures. That's a cool outfit. What even is that? That's interesting. Looks like a Valentine's outfit mixed with the wizardry mask. That's cool. All right. So, like I said, let me see.
Hayes-XL3MC said less than playing a tiny mage right now.
Nice. Is this the new mage that you created, the new character? Let's see. I am level 67. It's not going to be that far to get to 70, is it? Let's warp on out to the Boyata tree. Maybe we'll try some of these new trusts. I want to see your little mage. All right, let's get some trusts up. Let's get our tank. Let's get our black mage. And let's get our heals. And then I can summon one more right now, I think. I don't know, maybe I can get another one because of the other Rhapsody. I don't know. I'll check it. Let's throw a seed in here. We've not had him before. I think that's my limit, though. I do think that's my limit. Let's see. Yeah, that's my limit still. Oh, crap. Look at me. Look at me. I went the wrong way down the hall. Now I burned those trusts. Stupid. I think when you zone, though, it doesn't matter. You take a few steps back. Yeah, there's no timer, I think. Oh, that skimmer's like right in my face. Is he gonna start some crap? You're not gonna start any crap, are you? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ednamismo said tomato, tomato, tomato.
Oh, it's Tomato Man. What's up, Nemismo? How you doing? What are you doing on a Friday night, huh? All right. Let's go find us some crawlers. Nemismo is in the house. Oh, what are these moss eaters checking?
Said Pewterin like you. Smiley face.
Heck yeah. I'm only going to be doing this for a little while.
Said, did you drink your milk?
I drank my Asahi Super Dry. Best beer in Japan. Actually, that's not true. I think I like Sapporo better than Asahi. IT. We gotta stay away from this guy. I forget which way I have to go to get down. Oh, it's all the way up here. Talking about drinking and tomatoes. My father drinks clamato, which I find absolutely disgusting.
Adnamismo. Said I remember having to drink milk as a mage in FFXI for a mana buff.
Ah, got you. Yeah, so the general rule is, drinks and sweets are good for mages. Oh, we got 2 ITs. This is gonna suck. I think we can probably take them though.
Adnamismo. Said oh no, I can't do clamato.
Yeah, I don't want to drink clams, man. That is absolutely terrible. Whoever invented that should be imprisoned. My father drinks it for breakfast, and he's 83 years old. I tell him that's why he has this upset stomach all the time. No, I don't want this goober in here. Get out of here. Don't fight me. How long has it been since you played Final Fantasy XI? I never knew you played this game. Ah, we got a goober in here. I like V8.
Adnamismo. Said
I like the V8 fruit drinks. I gotta get out of here. These guys are gonna kill us. We aggroed half the freaking zone here. All right, Gobru, let's go. You can see these guys' little booty holes. That's always kind of scary, isn't it? I'm not hitting this guy worth a flip. So yeah, I've played this game consistently off and on. I started playing Final Fantasy XI during the PS2 North American beta, and I played at release, and I played consistently until around 2011 or 2010.
Adnamismo. Said oh man, I played it for maybe a year and a half around 2004.
Okay. And I quit this game the first time when Final Fantasy XIV came out, the original Final Fantasy XIV. That's when I quit. And I came back briefly in between 1.0 and 2.0, 14.
Adnamismo. Said I did block WHT SMN Maru Maru.
Oh, Maru Maru. You mean Taru Taru. They'll get very grumpy wumpy if you say their name wrong. Yeah, I came back in between the gap between Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 and 2.0, and I would pop in every so often during free logins and things like that. The game isn't, if you haven't played since 2005, it is absolutely insane.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said less than tiny black mage.
Yes.
Said oh yeah, Taru Taru haha.
Yeah, Brianna is a Taru Taru from what I gather. Um, Like, as you see, my party right now is made up of NPCs, AI-controlled NPCs. That is something they added to the game, I think, around 2010 or 2011. Basically, you know how the game used to be almost 100% party focused. Now, it's mostly a solo game until you hit level cap, which is now level 99. And then at level cap, that's when the old-fashioned oops, that's when the old-fashioned party thing starts to kick back in. Now, that's not the steadfast rule. There are exceptions, but generally speaking, it's almost like a solo thing until level 99.
Nismo. Said yeah, you had to have a party to really do anything.
The reason that's not so much the case anymore is because a lot of the content is now uncapped. So you could grind to level 99 and then solo a lot of the old stuff if you wanted to. This little playthrough series that I'm doing is sort of weird. It's a conglomeration of playing through the content in the order it was released, while also mixing in the modern quality of life improvements. So I'm kind of a weird player.
Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said shared early games on parties.
So I don't know, how long have you been playing, Brianna? Because back in the day, you used to solo to level 10. And then around level 10, everybody would go to the dunes and party up there until around level 20. And then they'd go to Quiffam Island and party up there.
Said well I mean in a later game back then. I can't remember, but I think I got the box of WHD shows on me or something. However, it unlocks the third job. I only got a couple summons because they were hard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, third job. You can only have 2 jobs equipped, but you can switch jobs almost at will.
Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said Dunes parties.
Dunes parties were fun. Everybody hated them, but I loved them. That's where you met people. That's where you made your friends. Everybody's asleep. Maury O'Shea here has put everybody to sleep.
Said there was the summoner thing that was like a third job.
Yeah, so Summoner was a job that was added. Well, it was available to us at launch. You still had to unlock it, though.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said just don't pull too many goblins at once.
That's right, Brianna. Alright, this is what I came to fight. How do we avoid DCs? What's everybody checking here? DCs. These night crawlers. That's what I want to fight, right? Yeah, they're DCs too. I really thought there'd be some toughs here. That's okay. Let's pull one. Oops. That was a waste. My god, I hit the wrong macro. Maybe I can get behind him and whack his tail. Nope. Brianna, you know the goblin bounty hunters that run up and down the coast and the dunes? The reason they were added to the game was to combat all of the fishing bots that the gill sellers used to have out there. They would have little automated players just bot fishing for hours on end, and so the goblin bounty hunters were added to the game to kill all of the bots. Yay! Alright, Brianna, what was your favorite Dunes camp? Don't quote me on this, but maybe 2007 or 2008. I'm not sure. Somewhere around there. I could probably look it up. Now I'm curious. March 2007 is the answer. During a version update. They caused us a lot of problems too, because everybody used to like to camp near the water at the boat camp. And if you got too close to the shore, the bounty hunters would aggro the party. Come on, crawler.
Said I played it on PS2 with a HDD with a controller too.
So that's where I started. But then after the game came out, I bought the PC version. So I'll tell you a story, Nemismo. When I got the beta kit in the mail, I didn't quite understand how I was supposed to play the game. I had the same thing you're talking about, the HD, the hard drive in the PlayStation 2 and the controller. But because it wasn't...
Said I think I still have that PS2 HDD.
Nice.
PS2 though.
Because I knew it was an MMO, I was thinking PC game. So when I got that beta kit in the mail and hooked everything up and sat down and played for the first time, my dumbass was sitting on the living room with a mouse and a keyboard plugged into the PlayStation 2, thinking I had to control the game that way. When in reality, all I really needed was just a keyboard plugged into the PS2 to chat with. Everything else could be done on the controller. But I realized real quick, I said, this isn't working. I went and took a Monopoly board, like a game board from Monopoly, and laid it on the floor as like a mouse pad. It was the most ridiculous first like 3 hours of the game trying to get this junk figured out. And then when I realized I can do everything in the game except chat with the controller.
Said I really liked the chat system. You could use it from the controller. It was pretty powerful.
So all that's still in the game, but nobody really uses the controller chat anymore, of course. And now the game only exists on PC. It is no longer available on Xbox or PlayStation. But the auto-translate, all of that is still in the game, just like always.
Adminismo. Said it was the word select chat thing.
Yeah, that's still in the game. Watch. I'll auto-translate hello in my link show.
Said Ray could take phrases and put them together.
So you can still do it. Of course, if you know the word you're wanting to type, it's easy to type the first few letters in tab. But it's all right here, just like you're talking about. It was a great way to communicate with Japanese players.
Adminismo. Said Mom. That's cool.
The same chat function is available in Final Fantasy XIV, but it's kind of a moot point because 14 now has localized servers.
Adminismo. Said it allowed me to play with Asian players.
Yeah, let me see. I think some of my Japanese friends might be on. Nope, they're all off. All right, how we doing? How we doing? We got 2 levels to go before I meet my goal. Everybody's DC. I need some harder mobs. Look at these robber crabs. Yeah, we're just gonna have to grind it out. Let me put on my EXP ring. This ring will give me a 150% experience point boost for a specific set of time, or until I reach a certain EXP cap. It really helps. You probably remember the long grind to level back in the day. It's much, much faster now. But still, taking a job from 1 to 99 is quite a chore. And I'm kind of doing it an old-fashioned way, too, so... Like, there's all kinds of EXP boosts that you can unlock in the game. And I'm purposefully avoiding some of that because I want to keep the content that I play sort of by era. Like I said, I'm weird, man. You know me. My chronology. Shark bite, baby. Oh, he's healing. What a punk. Come on, big dog. So, Nemismo, if you're still here, how's that game you were playing? How is the mound? Are you guys digging it? Oh, nice. Pulled off a light skill chain. Bro. Get that crab, man. What in the heck? Target it. There we go. Christ. Decision. No gill on these guys. So I need to boost my steel skill as much as possible because the next limit break quest is a fight with Mott himself. And when you're a thief, you don't have to defeat him. All you have to do is steal from him. So I'm going to have to find some gear and things like that that'll really boost my steel skill to increase my chances of stealing from him, so that I can break limit and get up to level 75. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, 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 ba. Go for an old-fashioned one. How do I get up here?
Said I gotta run. Have fun.
Hey, bud, thanks again. Take it easy. Have a good night. Now, what is all this? I don't remember what any of this is. Muggy air. Nothing out of the ordinary. All right, where we're sitting, 17 out of 30 for level 69. I don't feel like this is the best camp, to be honest. I should probably go to Cape Terragon or something like that, but in fact, I think I might. We might kick rocks from here after this fight. Maybe Cuftal Tunnel would be good. I don't know. Let's see. Look at that. Let's see. I think we might try Cape Terragon. How did I get a lucky egg? Where did that come from? That's an Easter item. Where in the world did I get a lucky egg? I'm gonna put it on though. Holy crap. Oh. Wait a minute, I thought it was an offhand item. Is it not? Now, where did that drop from? Oh, night crawlers can drop them. Oh, it's a usable item. Interesting. That's for sure a quest item. Actually, it's a chasm quest item. Interesting. Okay. I think in 14 maybe that is a offhand item. Let's see. The Opal, Opal, and I. That's the name of the quest. Oh, this is a handful of items that they want. Oh, that's a big quest. We're not doing that tonight. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Right over here. We're going to go to Cape Terragon, I think. Would be a good spot. I think those mana cores might be level appropriate. Always forget what zone it is. Right there. Let's scout around first. Decent. Okay. Let's hit a book up. We're going to really kick this into gear, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, let's see. What's the next? Velociraptors, sand. I think that's better. Velociraptors and sand. So bring that on. Let me go ahead and also clear some stuff here. Oh, conflict. Cape Terragon's already in play. Okay. Let's find these guys. Giant Velociraptor. Oh, everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and get party up. This is it. This is going to be our spot right here. This zone. This is it.
At Brianna Hayes-XL3MC. Said this area reminds me of a certain lower level area.
It does, doesn't it? It looks very much like the dunes. Let's add Z to the party this time. That'll be fun. Brianna, are you on this server? I don't think so, right? If you are, we should party up at some point. Velociraptor number 1. Come here, big dog. Nice. Let's keep finding out. We find a good. I don't think it's Twilight Beach. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I want to go up around this way. Yeah.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said now that I think of it, I should join your server.
I'd love to have you. I will tell you. I mean, this server is not as populous as a Sora or some of the other ones. In fact, let's see. I'm curious how many people are on right now. $653, is that all? Is that all that's on right now? Kind of small. But it's early. Did I do that right? Yeah, 652. But there's enough people to do stuff with, but also not so many people that you have to compete for a lot of things, and so that's kind of good. I picked this server because there's some Japanese players that I watch on YouTube, and they play here. And I wanted to pair up with them or team up with them once I got high enough level. But I think they lost patience with me. Because I didn't want to grind through it super fast.
Server, which starting area should I pick?
Well, it's totally up to you and what you are looking for. I think on this server, I've seen a lot of people in Sandoria. Look again. So looking at the list, it seems to be a pretty good mix, honestly. So I always tell people, pick the one that speaks to you. You like Taru's. Windurst is a great starting point unless you're just really burned out with it. Where is Val? What is he doing? Get over here, dude. What are you doing? Was he asleep? I bet you he's petrified. Yeah, that cockatrice probably petrified him. I bet that's the situation. There he goes. I like the chicken noises. There we go. Yeah, this is a much better leveling camp. One more level to go. Why is this creature not attacking? Oh, there we go. Nice. We're grinding right away. We'll have a 70 here in just a little bit. Yeah, you see the difference between this camp and where I was at. This is why I tend to like slightly tougher mobs. Like this guy. What is he? IT. Yeah. But this is a little bit more level appropriate, I think. What is this? Checking. That's still a decent challenge, but mix it with the book and the Records of Eminence. It makes a big difference. I should have been using books the whole time. I forget about them. There we go. That's one training regime down. 13 out of 32 for EXP. Am I seeing that right? Oh, no. Looked like that raptor was in the air.
Hayes-XL3MC said I love being a tiny maid.
It's a lot of fun.
At Hayes-XL3MC said I might not play 1 in 14, but I do play a cat girl.
Do you play 14 also? I haven't played 14 in a while, not since the last expansion. I finished it and took a break ever since. It burned me out. I might come back for the next expansion. I don't know. We'll see. But he's running away from me. We got to keep the chain going. Let's just fight a Lizzie. There he is. Stop. Let's see what's in this chest. Stop.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said I love getting chests like this one.
Yes, this will be an easy one. Ah, an evilith.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said the ones where you have to guess the code in order to open it.
Okay, let's see. Where am I? Got turned around again. I need to go straight back this way. Yeah, I was always pretty good at those. Of course, I've got the add-on now that helps out a little bit. But even without it, I'd say I have like a 60 to 70% success rate. Sometimes it just doesn't give you good clues, and there's not much you can do. But most of the time, you can figure it out pretty easily.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said I've gotten 11 as a code many times. At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said to raise the code. At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said I've gotten 11 as a code 6 times in one day before.
Wow.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said I wonder why that happened.
That's the universe's way of telling you to play 11. But you're already playing it, so it's pointless.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said I wonder why I got 11 as a code so many times that day.
It's a mystery, forever a mystery.
At Brianna Hayes XL3MC. Said maybe it was a sign.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. We're gonna hit it real soon. So when I hit 70, though, there's a lot of things that I need to do. before I fight Mott. I've got to get a testimony. I've got to, aside from this knife, I never got the artifact armor. I need to do that. I've got some serious housekeeping to do. And there we have it. There we have it. I don't even remember where to get the thief testimony anymore. Let's see. I don't even remember. Matt will probably tell me. Oh, Tonberries. Okay. Tonberries, Platinum Claudos. Right, yeah, definitely doable. Let's go see Mott. Let's just see what he's got to say, because he's going to send me on the quest, I believe. And then we do the fight. But like I said, I want to go ahead and get my artifact armor. I've not done that. Shoot, I don't even have my my RSE. And they're $100,000 gil a pop at the Moogle. Or you could do it the old-fashioned way and spend a lot of time. Because, I mean, if I want to try to beat him the old-fashioned way, I'm going to need a rabbit charm. I'm going to need, like, all kinds of stuff. Like, it's going to be a whole thing. Just gearing up. It's been a long road to the top, and I'm sure you've had your share of hard times along the way. I want you to remember back to the very first day you stepped out in the Vanadale sun. You were a tiny ant trying to climb a mountain, but look at you, riding the clouds to the stars. But don't think that you've reached the top. Even if you break one limit, there's always another waiting for you. But it's our persistent aiming for the top that makes us great. However, I'm growing old, and there's not much left to teach you. Our tale together has reached its final chapter, so to speak. But before we turn the page, I'll need you to bring me a thief's testimony. What's that look on your face? Rounding up something like that should be no problem for a guy like you. Games. You should talk, Wolfgang. Why ruined you here? Could slice you up and eat you for breakfast. I'm sorry about the interruption. Go get that thief's testimony. While you're doing that, I'll finish my business with Wolfgang. Oh boy. Let's see how to obtain. Can steal from a Tonberry. Steal from a goblin. Goblin Bandit in Cape Terrigan. It's dropped from a Tonberry tracker. In the Den of Rancor. That's an NM. Tonberry tracker. Deal, huh? I don't know about it. Ifrit's Cauldron. I don't know what the best place to try to obtain one might be. With the least amount of risk. I don't know. Let's get rid of some junk. So I'm going to run to Ifrit's Cauldron and just see. Because my thought process is the saturation of mobs for such a zone is not going to be too bad. Like I said, before I give it the mount, there's other things I've got to do. Definitely got to try to get that rabbit charm. Got to get the AF, which that's going to be several streams in itself, collecting all the artifact armor. Oops, I messed that spell up, I think. Where's the Gobby bandits? I don't even see them. We have to go in deeper. Let's go ahead and pop a sneak and invis. Alright, I think these goblins, I could do this little ring around here somewhere. Let's see, I could be wrong. I don't see any goblins. Little Necky. I don't see any goblins in Ifrit's Cauldron. But there's a lot of places to check, so let's just keep checking. I sure don't see any of them, do I? Oh well, if I don't find one tonight, I'll find one next time. I'm not going to play too much longer. I was hoping to maybe snag a testimony before I logged out tonight. Yeah, I don't see any here at all. All right, we'll regroup. This is where I will stop tonight, though, because I am getting hungry. It's dinner time. But I accomplished my goal, and the goal was to hit level 70. We hit level 70. So again, when I stream next time, which will probably be Sunday, um, testimony. Start collecting artifact armor. Probably get a rabbit charm, at the very least. Um, I'll take stock of probably what's best, and we'll kind of go from there. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for keeping the chat active, Brianna. And I'll see everybody on Sunday, or you can catch me on a replay, whatever the case is. But I hope you guys have a great evening and a good weekend, and I'll see you later.